Hey you guys, this is my first time making my first YouTube video, and today I thought I'd make a video about basically about life in America and what it's like living in a big nation. So I was born as a US citizen. I was born in a US territory called Puerto Rico, and depending where you are in America, um everybody has different perspective on their experience with living in different US state. I mean, depending on where you live in America, depending on the state that you live in, everybody experience is a little bit different. So so I grew up most of my childhood in the state of New York. So when I first left Puerto Rico to move to the US mainland, I lived in the state of New York, and I remember I think it was cold when I first moved to the state of New York. I can't remember, but I think it was freezing cold cuz I think I moved around almost close during the winter month, and but I just remember moving to my first day in New York, and I lived in the city area. I didn't move to the upstate area. Um, I lived in the Bronx, and I remember I lived there from an early childhood. I just remember living in the state of New York. I moved to the Bronx area, where at the time a lot of Puerto Ricans migrated to. So I lived in New York as a kid. I lived in the state of New York for a while, and um I remember living in this state as a kid and just seeing from my own experience how stressful it could be living in a city like New York City, city. And there's about 5 boroughs, I believe. There are 5 boroughs in New York. 5 boroughs, sorry. I meant to say borough. But yeah, depending on what US state you're in, life is I mean everybody just have different experience of how